Right. So tell me about how to monetize this type of service, or how someone who uses your service could monetize it, or some schemes that, or some applications you could think of.
I think there's at least three main monetization channels,
Okay.
and I'm not even including advertising. Right now, startup started today. You can't assume advertising is going to pay the bills. Hopefully, it will.
Yeah,
But
I think
we,
that's a good assumption.
but yeah. So, in the most simple level, any iBroadcast channel can be embedded on any website, like a YouTube video or a Ustream, and it's branded with iBroadcast branding, and it may have text advertising in it one day. So, a subscription product aimed at small businesses that would allow for a custom branded player that they can make their own. Then on the enterprise level, that's where that's where kind of the real big money comes in. You have a CNN or ESPN who's got tons of videos on their site that they let people watch for free that they don't share on YouTube, and to be able to provide an experience that would keep users on CNN being able to make their own channels out of CNN content, say, and meet people with similar interests there could be very beneficial. So,
That's interesting.
platform licensing.
Right. Wow. So yeah, okay, I could see that. So I'm CNN, or I'm people who like love CNN, and wow, okay, okay, okay,
Yeah,
all
so
right, I can see that.
that's
I can
that's
see
one
that.
of them. And then the third one, this it's kind of like two in one, but e-commerce.
Wow.
The first being like making it easy for people to set up a store on their channel profile. A lot of our early adopters have been independent musicians who have stuff they're selling on iTunes.
Well, you've heard of Louis C.K., right?
No.
Right. Okay. Louis C.K. is the one who's disrupting all this thing about the middleman. So basically, what he's doing right now, he's selling his tickets directly. He's even been on record where he's gonna take out basically scalpers by selling his tickets directly for $5. So there's no more. So with these concerts, they're $50, $60. Let's face it. It's almost getting to the realm where none of us could really afford it,
Right.
right? So he wants to make his shows. He's a comedian, so he's not a musician, but he's a comedian that wants to make his content available, or his shows available, and basically he just wants to just cut out the middle people. He's tired of the record company,
Wow.
you know, world, and he doesn't. He could start his own show with a promoter, but the promoter, just like other people, is going to get a very big chunk of it, right? And
Right.
he's going to see very little of it. So I think this is
Yeah.
perfect for indie bands, maybe.
Yeah,
Right?
yeah, and it's kind of two streams. It's selling their merch or selling their tracks on the site at the basic level, but I think more exciting is this concept of our pay-per-view in a box that we're going to be releasing. Basically, enter your info and you can charge for people to watch your channel embedded on your own website without any setup, and we'll take a cut.
Right. No, this is good because most of the Facebook brands have their own little brand fan page, right? And they were able to show me earlier how I could embed this on my fan page. In fact, it's actually going to Nerdstalker right now, and it's actually going to the Nerdstalker website right now. So this is really kind of cool.
Yeah.
I mean, so indie bands definitely could take advantage of this because they'll have their own Facebook page, and let's face it, they'll have fans around the country, right? If they're playing a gig in New York, most likely the people in Florida or even in Texas, if it's localized on the coast, aren't going to be aren't going to be coming up for their gig, but they want to see what they're playing, and if they're coming to their city at another date, they'll see maybe what the sets might look like, what the music sets might be. It's really kind of a neat idea,
Exactly.
actually.
Yeah, we've got a lot of bands who've embedded it on their sites, just to kind of like, just so you go to their site, there's music playing. You know what they're about.
So tell me, how many bands have? I know it's earlier on, but how many bands have actually signed up on this? Or
Many bands.
Okay.
Like,
Yeah.
I don't know, like a few hundred?
Yeah, bands specifically, we've got over 2,000 channels Yeah, I'd say at
in the
least
beta phase. 2,000 channels.
we've got 2,000 channels. You were actually channel 2001, if you
Really?
luck. Yeah, and I'd say like probably between 300 and 500 of those are original music content producers.
Oh yeah, and we're going to talk about this tonight, right? You wanted to talk about music and how that's. So you're saying this is really a perfect place, not a Ustream, not a live stream, to actually have a place where they could get their fan base on their Facebook channel to do that,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah.
Right.
And yeah, it's different because when they're not streaming something live, if they're not streaming their show live, they can put their videos, all their music videos there. So that gives a place, it's their home,
Right.
and it gives all of their fans a place to kind of congregate around, and that creates community.
So this is kind of cool, right? Because now I'm thinking, okay, like, I don't have to go to MTV anymore. I could basically go to the Facebook fan page for my favorite indie band, and then play it through my iTV or Google TV or whatever that's streaming through my TV set, right? And then basically I just have either music or a live thing all the way around.
Exactly.
I could see this good for maybe venues who want to maybe cast a live event in another venue. It could be a startup pitch like SF Newtek, or it could be a music band or something like that. That's just, hey, we're at the Irish pub, whatever Irish pub you want to go to. We'll be streaming, this band's stuff live. Come out and join us at the pub.
I was thinking, that something exactly like that. I noticed in downtown Fairfax, there's three clubs. They compete. They're next to each other. They all have websites. So if any given night you're just looking to go out, you check their website. You actually hear what's going on.